Finally, the Kanye video is done and edited, ready to be uploaded. Months and months of work finally done. Nothing could happen within the following couple of seconds to ruin this moment of great success. Fuck! Fuck. I decided to, unfortunately, listen to all of Vultures 2, so that you don't have to. And it may just shock you. The album's bad. Let's get into it. What was that? When I say the album ruined my week, I'm mostly referring to me working on all Kanye songs ranked, and him dropping this as I'm almost done. Kanye has been on a, debatably, unsurprising run of bad music recently. Vultures 1 had problems of being overbearing, anti-Semitic, jokey bars regarding his recent outbursts and controversies, and he's been teasing a trilogy of these Vultures albums since January of this year. And this second record was supposed to come out back in March. I think we're pretty fucking late. And this was apparently happening because Kanye said, and I quote, "We in the lab." Now Kanye, was the lab time worth it? Because truly, I have to be honest with you, it doesn't feel like it was. If it wasn't for a listening party that happened in March around this album, I would have been convinced it didn't exist. Because this is 5 months of extra work and adjustments, right? What was the unadjusted version like? Now I know I started this video pretty negative, so let's first discuss the positives. Number 1, Ty Dolla $ign, same as Vultures 1, is mostly pretty alright, minus its lyrics. 2, the production, about 40% of the time, is enjoyable. The other 60 is Kanye trying to sound like one of his previous 10 albums to hook listeners back in and say, guys, I'm still here. That's it. That's all the positives. Track 1 Slide is a very basic track. There's nothing really to it. Bland production, basic lyrics. Kanye's using that one flow that is like so overused nowadays that I think it should just be completely thrown out. I slide in it like a drive-by. And when you really listen to the album, it's just as bad, ugly, and boring as Vultures 1. These aren't ever gonna be mid-albums. No matter how badly some of you try to convince yourselves, they're always gonna be bad. And they've always been bad. I wish he just decided to make something basic. Because basic music can still be engaging and entertaining. Just look at a lot of recent country music, pop music, and a large sum of recent releases from Lil Yachty and Drake. When you look at this fire in terms of music, you see good music. Music that's incredibly well made, produced, curated with such a touch, it makes Midas's fingers tremble. I want you to remove any of those ideas. Fire, when put into the world, is destructive and dangerous. Just like bombs. Why do I bring this up? To lead you nowhere like this song does. I came onto a Kanye West album to hear Kanye West, not to hear him doing a terrible Kid Cudi impression in the background of the track as his daughter does shitty Japanese, just saying basic phrases. I think this beat is super annoying. It's really repetitive with just a drum hit and a random fucking scream that's reverbed and echoed to hell. And again, Kanye is edging his hums in the back. I want to touch on the best thing to come out of researching this song, the genius annotations. Oh my god. North is obviously referencing the 1940s. Explaining why she speaks in Japanese in the next few bars. What the fuck are you talking about? This part of the song talks about bombs just like the first one, but doesn't reference it. Oh my god. What the fuck? As for other tracks on the album, 530 at this point is an old rerun track. It tries its best to make you care about Kanye's emotions. This song was originally on Donda 2's early track lists in 2022, then a couple name changes, a couple of different appearances, and now it's here, untouched since its original release. And you want to know how I know that? Because the motherfucker ripped it off of YouTube. He couldn't even find the original file for the track. And you could hear it blatantly because of how echoey the vocals are. There's a washing in the back as if it's been converted. I don't know what's left of us. Trying to write with Sky High is another track that's, bad, but it could have been something if it wasn't fucking AI. There's a lot of lyrics here that have inconsistencies of pronunciation, similar to how AI has those problems. And it hasn't been outright confirmed, but a lot of people are figuring out now that it's either just a straight up AI run of Kanye, a possible AI vocal deepfake of a demo track or lyrics from Sci-Hi, and Kanye doing small punch-ins. Time moving slow is genuinely all over the place and difficult to listen to. It truly makes my brain fail to function. Ty has terrible mixing on his vocals and whatever effects are there. The only thing that felt like home. The awful line of reach for the popcorn, oops, that's my cock. Reach for the popcorn, oops, that's my cock. Then Kanye later in the track just decides to start moaning in my ear. I don't want to hear this shit. All I can say on promotion is Ty's line of I know some young doggos in LA after recent happenings is a tad concerning to me, on top of all the other sonical issues of the track. But if I have any hope that Ty Dolla $ign's not a PDF file, he has been on Kick beating the shit out of them, which is still weirdo activity, but like, at least we have some confirmation he's not. And as for features, all of them perform in the most mediocre way possible. Let's talk about Future. He appears on 2 tracks, and I think most Future fans might gas up these features. I'm not a Future fan, and I feel like I can confidently say I've heard Future do better. I feel like every feature on this album did the bare minimum, and it's so funny because them doing the minimum puts them on par or slightly better than Kanye. Let's talk about Lil Wayne. His performance on Lifestyle is incredibly disappointing because it is really, really basic and I'd maybe feel nothing. But also, half of the lines are really corny, they're stupid, and they're just bad. Just hope your pussy, let's give your pussy a nice smile. Don Toliver, like Kanye likes to do, has been reserved to being a chorus machine, doing his recent style from Hardstone Psycho. And oh my god, Kodak Black might be one of the worst features on the album, with the worst lines that almost rival Kanye. Why do you say shit like this? You're almost giving Kevin Gates a run for his money.
And I want a big booty bitch to just bend over outside, and I want to spray that hoe with that bottle while I punch that dick in her from the back.
And I could go on about the rest of the features, but they all feel like this. They're very one-tone performances of what they try to do best, but at the most minimum and basic effort. Now here's a quick rapid fire of more shit I don't like on the album. The weird mixing and production loop of Future's vocals on Dead. The Isabella skit interlude. The tanning lotion line on Forever Rolling. Protect your hair from this burn like it's tanning lotion. This line on My Soul, because he literally does this on the second half of 530. What if I start off the track, hum the beginning, fuck up the middle part and mumble the ending. Bet it was, on and off forget it does, on and off forget it does. You know what I don't like about this album? I don't like that I had to listen to the album. I think it is truly on par with Vultures 1. I don't think it's worse. I think Vultures 1 gets bogged down a lot by its heavy anti-Semitism and racist remarks. But in terms of this album, this is just worse sonically. Vultures 1 wasn't anything to be proud of, but it also had one moment on it that I was like, I like this song, this is pretty normal. Anyway, this album and Vultures 1 will appear on the Ranking All Kanye Songs video. I hope that was apparent, but I assume all of you can figure out exactly where all of these songs are going to land. And I hope it isn't surprising to you. Thank you for watching. I've been Sorcerer. Let me know what you thought of Vultures 2 if you listened to it. If you didn't listen to it, stay away from it. It's not worth your time. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, also, album's a 0 out of 10. Bye-bye.